GMOs. They're the things that I grew up with my parents teaching me to avoid, but what really are they? The term GMO is a shortened form of the term genetically modified organism, and here is where the people who strictly buy organic shudder. Though the definition of organic is anything living, so all produce is organic, but I digress. However, the fear that the title brings is unfounded. GMOs have been proven by the scientific community to be just as safe as non-GMO produce and actually have the potential to feed a much larger number of people, decrease carbon emissions, and reduce the need for fertilizers that can lead to water pollution, as well as pesticides that reduce biodiversity. First of all, what are GMOs? According to Britannica, the definition of a genetically modified organism is an organism whose genome has been engineered in the laboratory in order to favor the expression of desired biological traits or the generation of desired biological products. This process is not any more dangerous than the production of a non-genetically modified product. In many cases, recombinant DNA technology is used. In this process, individual favorable genes are simply placed into the genome of the organism. This can make organisms pest-resistant, have more nutrients, taste better, or have any number of other desirable traits. Another application of modification can be controlling the use of ethylene, an enzyme naturally excreted by fruits as they ripen. Using a larger amount of ethylene can ripen fruit faster, allowing it to move through the market more quickly. Conversely, for fruits that quickly ripen like bananas, ethylene can be inhibited during shipping to return to normal upon reaching a market so that the bananas we see aren't brown at the market. Aside from making strawberries larger or ripening fruit, how much has biotechnology really helped the world? Quite a lot, actually. Many crops have been made hardier to withstand environmental conditions, reducing the need for pesticides, fertilizers, and water, while producing total yields 20% higher, feeding more people. Just looking at the statistics for water, agriculture already makes up 75% of global water usage. Making plants retain water more effectively will produce more food for the same amount of water by 15% to 35%. Why then would people be scared of GMOs? One reason is that people are generally scared of things that they do not understand. For example, many people were scared of the pasteurization of milk simply because it was new and not understood. But nowadays, people largely agree that it improves the taste of milk over a long period of time. When thinking of pasteurized milk today, it seems silly to consider that many people once opposed the process. However, there is another reason: large companies. Many people are scared of genetically modified produce because it is often believed that there are large companies producing the genetically modified crops just to make a profit off of selling seeds and fertilizers, disregarding the environment and other solutions that could be more effective. This is a justified reason that can actually be untrue. Many genetically modified crops are now produced by nonprofits and universities and actually reduce the need for fertilizers and herbicides, according to the Washington Post. Whether you agree with them or not, genetically modified crops are almost certainly in our future as a species. As the human population continues to grow, it will only become more and more necessary to produce more crops with less resources, and genetically modified organisms will be one of the tools necessary to do so.